You're watching The 7 from WATE 6 on your side.
Good evening, I'm Bo Williams, and welcome to The 7. Let's get a look at the Big 7 stories right now. And topping the list for us, schools around East Tennessee once again dealing with a rash of fake threats. Now, Knoxville police tweeting this morning that multiple schools had to be put on lockdown with officers sweeping them as a precaution. KPD says there were no known credible threats to any schools. These threats directed specifically in West Knoxville and the Cedar Bluff area. A district spokesperson sharing this list of schools put on lockdown today: Cedar Bluff Elementary and Middle, Spring Hill Elementary, West High School, West Haven Elementary, and Knoxville Adaptive Education Center. From the Knox County Sheriff's Office, we're getting details about the Cedar Bluff threat. A spokesperson describing it as, quote, a hoax sent via Snapchat. And the threat, they say, is similar to one received by a Florida school system just last week. Sheriff Tom Spangler putting out a statement, quote, we must respond as though every threat is real. We understand it can be alarming to see a large police presence on any school campus. However, we must take the necessary action to protect the students and faculty. Meanwhile, Jefferson County Schools reporting another hoax. This one made on social media. Both Knox and Jefferson County school districts faced threats earlier in the week, as did school systems around the state and in other states. The TBI, FBI, and local authorities still working to find who is responsible for those calls. Well, this latest round of bogus threats links us to our next Big 7 at 7 story tonight. That's the toll of these false alarms on the well-being of students and staff at a time when real attacks on schools are heartbreakingly common. Shannon Dow with McNabb Center helps school systems handle active shooter drills, school threats, and other topics that can impact students' mental health. Dow says 1 in 4 children have experienced a traumatic event that has impacted their life. Such traumatic events affect adult staffers as well, so they have to strike a balance between preparing for such an emergency without amplifying the stress, making sure that mental health is the top priority.
So prior to an active shooter drill, making sure to use developmentally appropriate language to describe the drill and the actions for students to take during the drills. Always announce an active shooter drill. After the drill, identify a staff member to check in with all of the students, do a debriefing. Specifically for those children that have a known trauma. We want to meet them in where they are, and if they are in feeling, sit with them in feeling in that. Let's talk about feeling rather than go into fixing it.
By the way, a study by Mental Health America ranked each state and the D.C. area about identifying mental illness in children and access to care. Tennessee, by the way, ranks low at 41. Our next Big 7 story for you tonight: the tight housing market hitting in a way we really haven't heard about before. It's putting real pressure on Maryville's Public Housing Authority, and now the organization is working to recruit landlords willing to accept Section 8 vouchers. The authority tells us that a number of landlords stopped working with them within the last year, looking to rent out their properties in other ways as rental prices keep rising. Section 8 applications were put on hold last year, but the waiting list is still long. Now the Housing Authority is increasing its payment standards while also trying to clear up misconceptions which might keep landlords from taking part. And for landlords new to housing vouchers, well, the authority is offering some incentives.
The decrease in landlords stems from us not being competitive with the rent. And they, as a business owner, I understand if they could rent their home for $1,800 a month versus with the Housing Authority, historically, we could have probably offered maybe $1,300.
The Maryville Housing Authority hopes to reopen applications for Section 8 vouchers by next year. Of course, the need for affordable housing stretches way beyond Maryville and those housing vouchers. Just last week we heard from Knoxville Mayor India Kincannon during her State of the City address, singling out the need for more housing as a top priority, calling it the biggest challenge in the community. With more than 3,800 new building permits waiting to be processed, the mayor is budgeting for the addition of 2 new positions to help push them through. Our next Big 7 at 7 story for you tonight: a lawsuit from 2 former police officers against the city they used to serve. The 2 are claiming their civil rights were violated by LaFollette's government, including their rights to free speech and due process ahead of their firing last year. The LaFollette City Council voted to dismiss Monty Miller and Brian Tiller from the police department in August of 2022. They were fired following an investigation into a complaint. The complaint claimed Miller, who supported Tiller as the next chief of police, reported Captain Steve Wallen had abused his authority by fixing a speeding ticket for a friend in 2019 and 2020 and fabricating stories against other ranking officers. Wallen was promoted to chief of police during the same meeting. Miller and Tiller were let go. In the lawsuit, the two officers contend that they were fired for their support of Mike Evans, who unsuccessfully ran for city council during the 2022 elections. It contends that Tiller would be made chief of police if Evans was elected. Now, the plaintiffs assert that they were blamed for negative publicity from the investigation into Wallen, and they were retaliated against for reporting the misconduct. The lawsuit alleges that a GPS tracker was purchased using police department funds and placed on Tiller's car to illegally track him, even when he was off the clock. Now, the lawsuit seeks a jury trial, an undisclosed amount of monetary relief, and reasonable attorney's fees. Our next Big 7 story, good training and good timing. Those factors coming together in a time of need for an injured hunter in the Cherokee National Forest. Several search and rescue teams were in the middle of training exercises yesterday morning when they received the call. The Monroe County Sheriff's Office had gotten a report of a hunter who had been hurt about 2 miles into a remote part of that area and down a steep mountainside. Well, 6 agencies at the training exercise joined in to help the man in need. A National Guard helicopter was dispatched to assist in the rescue, safely airlifting the hunter to an area hospital. Well, the search continues for a man wanted after a body was found on the Broadway Avenue viaduct here in Knoxville. J. Sean Williams is wanted on a second-degree murder warrant. We've been following this story closely for you. Knoxville police still trying to find Williams. They think he is somewhere in the downtown Knoxville area. Anyone with information, maybe you know something, maybe you saw something that can help out, you need to call East Tennessee Valley Crime Stoppers. They do have several options, including their hotline number, which is 865-215-7165. You can also text **tips, or you could submit your information online at easttnvalleycrimestoppers.org. Also, you can use the P3 Tips app. So several options. However you do it, though, Crime Stopper says you will remain anonymous. Tennessee Valley Authority just released its final after-action report into the power company's response to those freezing temperatures over the winter holiday. Turns out the storm cost TVA quite a bit of money. The financial impact of the storm totaled approximately $170 million. That includes increased fuel and purchased power costs and the cost of repairs. Doing the math, TVA says residential customers across the Tennessee Valley would have seen an increase of about $5.20 in February because of the storm. So what is TVA doing to prevent rolling blackouts and generator failures moving forward? We will have more on that for you coming up tonight at 11 o'clock.